And hello everybody, this is Gamer with Opinions, Dentatus from War Alliance on server 119, and welcome to this video where we will be discussing the talent trees. In Infinity Kingdom, there is two talent trees. One is from your Lord, which is the one displayed right now. The other one is from the Academy. So the talent tree is, of course, very useful to build your Lord into either a builder or a warrior. Most misconception that people have with this tree. First, for those who don't know, right, let's explain this the principle of this. Your Lord starts at level 1. You get some talents as you level up. You get points to invest in your talents, and you can invest them in different type of science. All right, so this is the basic of it. So now, the most basic misconception that people do is that they go and they split their talents, between the three, and like some in development, some in military, and this and that. That's not good. So, when you're building a castle, the logic is that you have phases. You have building phases and you have war phases. You see this little button here. This is a talent reset button. This enables you to actually wipe out for a cost, of course. Like you see, 200 gems, right? So for cost, as a low cost, really, you can reset your talents and reconfigure them. So basically, your Lord should always have two types of configuration: the building configuration and the warrior configuration. So for the building configuration, which is the one that I'm using here, I'm not going to show the warrior. You can deduce yourself. We'll see the talents. It's going to be the same thing, right? So basically right now I am in the building phase. I'm rushing my castle to level 30. So this requires very, very expensive amounts of resources and stuff. So we want to have those talents effective. So first off, of course, you go for the construction talent right here. The massive construction, that's a 10% bonus that you don't pass on. The other option is the big yield, which increases the resource production. That's really nice. But between the two, I'm going to get the construction every time. The 10% is really not negligible on the construction time. Then, depending on your needs, right, you can go experience and get a 100% experience bonus when you're fighting gnomes. This is something that you might want to invest in when you are in a, let's say, farming configuration, warrior farming. So not fully warrior, some talents that enables you to maximize your farming on gnomes. That we'll see maybe another time. Increased production here, build yields, like I said, very nice. Problem is, I'd rather have time saved than resources. I can get resources from many places. The speed ups, well, you have to buy them to get them in massive quantity pretty much, or stockpile them since the start of the game. Next, we've got the experience, like I said. We've got the high proficiency, which gives you 2 times a day talent for speed gathering on grain. Very useful when you're training troops. Not useful if you're building really, because you can gather grain fast enough. And grain, you always end up having a lot of scrolls of them. Stone, that's the one I pick because this is the hardest actually to get with the iron, and at the phase I'm at, meaning to level 30, my needs in stone are way higher than any need in iron that I could have. So this is the choice here, and of course we're maxing everything. Plentiful gold, that's very useful for late game, but using the forge and uses in the downtimes and transmuting your extras, you can actually have decent gold going, no problem there, until you reach maybe level 40. Well, when you're going for level 40, then you will run into problem with gold. The other talent though, Trudge, increases the troop load by 10%, so that makes you really more efficient when you're going farming. You can empty big resources tiles one shot, so they respawn right away. You don't have to go back and take a small amount and then find the new tile. It's way more effective. Then we have Divine Protection. Very interesting. If you are in a wartime, so when you're gathering, 100% of your resources can't will be protected and cannot be looted. All right, you activate that generally when you don't have a shield and you go to sleep, stuff like that. Anyways, you have 2 a day, so you can cover your whole day with this talent. That'll prevent the RSS losses. We have the pleasant surprise when you're going into a farming build, like I said, like gnome farming. This is what you select: double enchanted gnomes, the stones, because this is what you want from them, right? So now here, this is where I can get the further with the talent points I have, 22. So I put 4 points in recruiting talents because, well, training speed is always good, and I do have like 100k troops to train. The other choice would be medicine. Obviously, that's a very nice talent to have in wartime, but you need mucho points to be able to afford that, and actually you can't really afford that. So that goes for the prediction. So you go down your 3, you select the remaining talents that will help you with the build. When you go into fighting the gnomes, well, get the talents that will help you fight the gnomes. Basically, so it's not rocket science there. All right, so now military. Well, I don't really need to go into it that much. I'll go into it in a war episode, like when going to preparation to go to war that I plan to make. Oh, let's get out of there. Sorry about that. Just a second. Sorry about that. Still have that bad cold. So, the other talents are in the academy: production, troops, immortals, and defense. Let's look at production first. It's pretty easy, right? This is a branch tree. It's a horizontal branch tree, so pretty easy to follow. Speedy construction, always keep that maxed. Then you want to invest in those. All right. When you are small to medium size, this is what you prioritize, and those as well. All right. When you go higher level, you want to invest in this and this, because your requirement for grain, which is needed in wartime a lot, and the higher level you go, the most likely that you'll be into wars, Kiveki for if only, and gold piles, because by that time you're immortal and stuff, they cost you bundle in gold. Troops, superhuman speed, you want to max that out, obviously, always. Then what I advise is Arrow Storm, Strength 1000, Forest of Blade, always max those out as much as possible. You don't have to go as much into the shields if you're not using them, right? There's a lot of configs where you have minor shields, like just one shield, or no shield sometimes. So you need to invest in them to unlock the talents here. But you know, you don't have to go all in them if you're not using them. Although, if you can use like a double infantry line, it's really good in defense. So just saying. Then we have the talent. Those of course increase your attack. All right, it's bonus to attack. So you see here the level up. All right, and the power it brings, which we don't care about. We never care about power. Power is just a rating. Power is just a display. Power is something that can be used to trick enemies. That'll be taught in another video. All right, so now we want to go into these. That's the defense bonus. Same progression as the attack bonus. All right, so same logic. You go for those three because those are the most used, and less on this one because less. Then you want to open all these. All right, frontal strike. They give heavy blows. So it basically it's like armor piercing type of things. So it really increase the efficiency of your armies when they are attacking, especially when they are attacking against their natural counter. Mighty Army is to damage the garrisons, so of course you want that pretty high. Crumbling walls, so you want to smash those walls sometimes. Not as required, but still you want them. And then you've got all those nice talents that I'm not investing into right now because I'm caught up into other researches, which are defense. We'll come to that after when we get there. So invulnerable, this and that. So, but now look at the requirements. All right, this is why you have phases. You have gathering and production phases, building, and you have war phases. Those costs gets high, it's ludicrously fast. So you have to factor in your castle and all the other goodies that will require resources. So having your castle full blow on production is a must. Otherwise, well, you can get the credit card. I ain't got nothing against it. Just saying, you're wasting money. Alright, Immortals, it's interesting to invest in them, alright, but you don't have to prioritize them. It really depends on the situation on your server. If you are in a more comfortable position, you can invest in that before some other stuff. If you're not, well, there is other priorities. You always make sure that your sweet little buns are covered, meaning that your castle can defend itself. Either it's part of a good alliance setup, or it has that you're playing it so that it cannot be attacked. Basically, you play it online, and when you get offline, you put a bubble. All right. So that's basically all the bonuses that you can get for your immortals, starting from experience, you know, and then you get the shieldman attack bonuses from your immortals, this, that. I'm not going to dilly-dally with that one because to me it's a minor one. It is very important to boost your immortal, yes, but when you're starting the game, and to me, start of the games, like until you haven't, you did not unlock T5, you're still in the early game. All right, that's how bad it is, especially for research. Research, by the way, you're gonna do all game long. All right, even when you reach the max for your buildings, don't worry, those will keep you busy. But that's when you rethink what you do with your Lord when you configure him into production, because you won't need the construction anymore. Last talent 3 is defense. Defense is very useful, but again, depending on the situation, like right now, war on 119 is a very tense situation with another blue alliance. And they do like to hit when you are offline and this and that. So, well, we're taking measures for that. And since they're cheap, right? Because they're starting, I didn't invest any in any of those yet. I just started this morning. So we're gonna just raise those up. So the defended rampart speaks for itself. It's the wall durability that is improved. Then you get all the improvements for your defense. All right. Basically, that's it. And then you have this that will boost eventually the speed manufacturing, the rush work, which is not really necessary, but you need it to open this, which is pretty cool. The absolute protection, wall defense raised by 10% when you're done. That's pretty solid. And then you get, of course, better defenses and so on and so forth. This is the tree you want to focus on if you are going to build a trap castle or a defense castle. There is an archetype, a defense archetype that is very strong if you build it right. Archetypes and stuff I'm gonna teach way later in the series. This is very advanced, and I need the people. The people need to first grasp the basics. By the way, what I'm teaching here is true in most of those builder games. All right, it's always the same logic that is repeated. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel when you're starting a new game. Let's say that if you were to jump from this game into Gut Winter, Winter is Coming from same company, then it is more complex, right? But it's still the same stuff, basically. All right, so that concludes us for the talent trees. I hope it was clear for everybody. Any question, leave them in the commentary section. War has created a farm alliance to War, so number 2 in War. On 119, anybody that wants to join the farm alliance, get trained. We are an easygoing bunch. But we love to fight, at proper times. We like to play it fair, but if you want to play dirty, sure, will oblige. So think about it if you want to join the Farm Alliance. I'm going to have a video teaching the farms and their importance. I already did a bit in the construction videos. If you didn't watch them, please do. As a closing, well, please like, subscribe, share, follow. And until next time, this is Gamer with Opinion, wishing you a good day.